Are you someone who values your personal space? Have you ever wondered why some things should be kept private? Picture this. Imagine you're walking down the street and suddenly you see a stranger rummaging through your bag. How would you feel? Vulnerable, right? Welcome to Wisdom Woven, your guide to understanding the importance of privacy in our lives. Remember, privacy isn't just about hiding secrets, it's about safeguarding your well-being. So let's dive in and unravel the mysteries of privacy together. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Secret 1. Understanding privacy in Buddhism. Privacy holds a significant place in the teachings of Buddhism, guiding individuals towards inner peace and harmony. At its core, Buddhism emphasizes the importance of cultivating a clear and focused mind, free from unnecessary distractions. Privacy serves as a protective shield for the mind, allowing one to delve deep into self-reflection and spiritual growth without external interference. In Buddhism, privacy is not merely about keeping secrets, it's about creating a sacred space for introspection and contemplation. Just as a garden needs a fence to protect its delicate flowers from external disturbances, the mind requires privacy to nurture its inner beauty. This concept is beautifully encapsulated in the Buddha's teachings on seclusion and solitude. Seclusion, or viveka in Pali, is regarded as a vital practice in Buddhism. It involves withdrawing from the hustle and bustle of the world to find solace in quietude. By retreating to a peaceful environment, one can escape the noise of daily life and focus inwardly on spiritual development. This doesn't mean complete isolation from society, but rather finding moments of solitude amidst the chaos. Buddhism teaches that solitude is not about running away from life, but about gaining clarity and perspective. It's about creating space to listen to the whispers of the heart and the wisdom of the soul. In the tranquil embrace of solitude, individuals can confront their fears, doubts, and desires with honesty and compassion. Privacy also plays a crucial role in the practice of meditation. Meditation is the cornerstone of Buddhist practice, offering a pathway to enlightenment and inner tranquility. Whether sitting in silent meditation or walking mindfully, practitioners seek privacy to delve deep into their minds and connect with their true essence. The Buddha himself often retreated to secluded places to meditate and attain enlightenment. Under the Bodhi tree, he sat in profound solitude, transcending the bonds of suffering and attaining nirvana. His example underscores the importance of privacy in the pursuit of spiritual awakening. Moreover, privacy fosters authenticity and sincerity in one's spiritual journey. When individuals feel safe to explore their innermost thoughts and emotions without fear of judgment or intrusion, they can authentically engage with their spiritual practices. This authenticity cultivates a sense of integrity and clarity in one's actions, leading to greater harmony within oneself and with others. In today's fast-paced world, privacy is often overlooked or undervalued. Yet, in the light of Buddhist teachings, privacy emerges as a precious gift, one that nourishes the soul and fosters genuine connection. By embracing privacy as a sacred practice, individuals can embark on a journey of self-discovery and inner transformation guided by the timeless wisdom of the Buddha. Secret 2. The importance of personal space. In a world bustling with noise and constant connectivity, finding moments of solitude becomes essential. Just like a seed needs quiet soil to grow, our minds also require space to flourish. Buddhism teaches us the profound importance of personal space, a sanctuary where we can retreat from the chaos of the world. Imagine a serene garden where each plant has ample room to stretch its roots and grow towards the sun. Similarly, personal space allows our thoughts to blossom without interference. It's where we can explore our inner landscape, understand our emotions, and nurture our dreams. Privacy isn't merely about keeping secrets, it's about honoring the sanctity of our individuality. Just as each snowflake is unique, every person carries a distinct essence that deserves protection and respect. Through mindfulness and self-awareness, we learn to appreciate our own worth and the worth of others. Personal space acts as a shield, guarding us against external pressures and influences. It's a refuge where we can recharge our spirits and replenish our energy. Without this sanctuary, we risk becoming overwhelmed, losing touch with our true selves amidst the clamor of the world. In our fast-paced society, the value of personal space often gets overlooked. Yet, its absence can lead to feelings of anxiety, stress, and disconnection. By prioritizing moments of solitude, we reclaim our autonomy and foster a deeper sense of well-being. Buddhism teaches us to cultivate inner peace through practices like meditation and introspection. These tools allow us to create a sacred space within ourselves, untouched by the turbulence of external circumstances. In this inner sanctuary, we find solace and strength, regardless of the chaos outside. Just as a candle flickers in the darkness, personal space illuminates our path towards self-discovery. It invites us to delve into the depths of our being, unraveling the layers of conditioning and finding our true essence. In this journey, we unearth treasures of wisdom and compassion that enrich our lives. Respecting personal space isn't only about physical boundaries, it's also about honoring emotional and mental boundaries. It means refraining from prying into others' thoughts or imposing our will upon them. By practicing empathy and understanding, we create a space where trust and intimacy can flourish. In relationships, respecting personal space is paramount. It allows individuals to maintain their autonomy while fostering mutual respect and understanding. Just as two trees intertwine their branches without losing their individuality, healthy relationships thrive on the balance between togetherness and independence. Sometimes, the greatest gift we can give someone is the space to be themselves fully. By letting go of expectations and allowing others to unfold naturally, we honor their humanity and cultivate authentic connections. In this space of acceptance, love blossoms and flourishes. Personal space isn't a luxury reserved for the privileged few, it's a fundamental human need that deserves universal recognition. Whether through a quiet moment of reflection or a heartfelt conversation with a loved one, we can all carve out spaces of peace and belonging in our lives. Secret 3. Keeping your thoughts private. In Buddhism, the mind is regarded as a sacred space, a sanctuary where thoughts arise and pass away. It's like a delicate garden where one cultivates seeds of wisdom and compassion. Just as a gardener tends to their plants with care, Buddhists believe in nurturing the mind with wholesome thoughts. Imagine your mind as a treasure trove filled with precious jewels of thoughts. Some of these jewels are meant to be shared with the world, while others are best kept hidden. This isn't about being secretive, it's about discerning which thoughts are beneficial to share and which are better kept within. Consider this: have you ever had a passing thought that you knew wasn't helpful or kind? Perhaps it was a moment of jealousy or anger towards someone. In those instances, Buddhism teaches the importance of acknowledging such thoughts without judgment and gently guiding the mind towards positivity. Keeping your thoughts private doesn't mean suppressing them. Instead, it's about cultivating awareness and understanding of your inner landscape. By observing your thoughts without attachment, you can prevent unnecessary harm to yourself and others. Think of your mind as a filter. Just as you wouldn't want to drink dirty water, it's essential to filter your thoughts before expressing them. This practice fosters clarity and ensures that your words are aligned with your values. Privacy of thoughts also fosters introspection and self-discovery. When you allow yourself the space to explore your thoughts without external influence, you deepen your understanding of yourself and your innermost desires. In today's digital age, where every thought can be shared with the click of a button, it's crucial to pause and reflect on the impact of our words. By valuing the privacy of our thoughts, we can cultivate a culture of mindfulness and empathy in our interactions. Consider the power of a secret shared with a trusted friend. In Buddhism, the act of confiding in someone is considered sacred because it requires vulnerability and trust. By respecting the privacy of others' thoughts, we honor their trust and strengthen our bonds. Privacy of thoughts also extends to the practice of meditation. During meditation, individuals delve deep into the recesses of their minds, exploring thoughts and emotions with curiosity and compassion. This intimate journey is a personal quest for enlightenment and self-realization. Just as we close the door when we need privacy in our physical space, it's essential to set boundaries around our mental space. This means being discerning about what information we allow into our minds and whom we allow to influence our thoughts. In Buddhism, there is a concept known as right speech, which emphasizes the importance of speaking truthfully, kindly, and at the right time. By keeping our thoughts private, we can ensure that our words are in alignment with this principle, fostering harmony and understanding in our interactions. Privacy of thoughts isn't about building walls around ourselves, it's about creating healthy boundaries that allow for authentic connection and communication. By valuing the sanctity of our minds, we can cultivate inner peace and contribute to a more compassionate world. Secret 4. Maintaining confidentiality in relationships. Confidentiality in relationships is like holding a treasure chest of trust. Imagine sharing your deepest fears, hopes, and dreams with someone only to have them spread it around like gossip. That's why keeping certain aspects of your relationships private is crucial for fostering trust and intimacy. Think of confidentiality as a sacred pact between you and your loved ones. When someone confides in you, they're entrusting you with their vulnerabilities. It's like being the guardian of a secret garden. You're responsible for nurturing and protecting the delicate flowers of trust that bloom within your relationships. Breaching confidentiality can erode trust faster than anything else. Once broken, it's challenging to rebuild. Just as you expect others to keep your secrets, you should reciprocate by respecting theirs. Confidentiality isn't just about keeping secrets, it's also about knowing when not to share certain information even if it seems harmless. Before sharing something about someone else, ask yourself if it's necessary, respectful, and in line with their wishes. Sometimes we might feel tempted to share juicy details about our friends or family, but it's essential to resist that urge and honor their trust. Consider how you would feel if the roles were reversed. Would you want your private matters broadcasted without your consent? Being a trustworthy confidant strengthens your relationships and deepens the bonds of friendship and love. It's okay to set boundaries around what you're comfortable sharing with others. You have the right to keep certain aspects of your life private. When you respect others' privacy, you're showing them that you value and honor their autonomy. Confidentiality isn't just about hiding information, it's about respecting the autonomy and dignity of others. Practice active listening without judgment. Sometimes people just need someone to listen without offering advice or sharing their story. Create a safe space where people feel comfortable sharing without fear of judgment or betrayal. Remember, trust is fragile. Once broken, it takes time and effort to rebuild. If someone breaches your trust, communicate how their actions made you feel and discuss ways to move forward. Transparency and honesty are essential in relationships, but so is discretion. Choose your confidants wisely. Not everyone can be trusted with sensitive information. If you're unsure whether something should be kept private, err on the side of caution and keep it to yourself. By honoring confidentiality in your relationships, you're not only preserving trust but also fostering a culture of respect and integrity. Secret 5. Guarding your personal information. In today's digital age, personal information is more vulnerable than ever before. It's essential to guard your personal information like a precious treasure, especially in the realm of social media and online interactions. Buddhism teaches us the value of mindfulness in all aspects of life, including how we share and protect our personal details. Imagine your personal information as a delicate flower requiring careful nurturing and protection. Just as you wouldn't expose a fragile bloom to harsh elements, safeguard your personal data from potential harm. Social media platforms often encourage oversharing, blurring the lines between public and private life. Remember, not everything needs to be broadcasted to the world. Learn to discern what information is suitable for sharing and what should remain private. Before sharing personal information online, ask yourself, is this necessary? Will it benefit others? Can it potentially harm me or others? Taking a moment to reflect can prevent regrets later on. Treat your personal information with the same reverence as you would sacred teachings. Just as you wouldn't casually divulge spiritual insights, refrain from casually sharing sensitive details about yourself or others. Be mindful of the platforms you use and the privacy settings available. Many social media platforms offer customizable privacy settings that allow you to control who sees your information. Take advantage of these features to maintain your privacy. Consider the implications of sharing personal information with strangers or acquaintances. While it's natural to connect with others, exercise caution when divulging sensitive details, especially to those you don't know well. Remember that once information is shared online, it can be challenging to retract. Even with privacy settings, there's always a risk of information being shared beyond your intended audience. Think twice before hitting the post button. Cultivate a sense of discernment when engaging in online conversations. Not everyone you encounter has your best interests at heart. Learn to recognize red flags and protect yourself from potential harm. Guarding your personal information isn't just about protecting yourself, it's also about respecting the privacy of others. Avoid sharing information about others without their consent, even if it seems harmless. Practice the principle of need to know. Just because someone asks for information doesn't mean you're obligated to provide it. Learn to set boundaries and assert your right to privacy. Be wary of phishing attempts and online scams designed to trick you into revealing personal information. Educate yourself about common tactics used by scammers and stay vigilant when interacting online. Remember that privacy is a fundamental human right. Just as you wouldn't tolerate someone invading your physical space, don't tolerate anyone violating your online privacy. Stand firm in protecting your personal information. Take inventory of the information you share online and regularly review your privacy settings. As your circumstances change, adjust your privacy settings accordingly to maintain control over your personal information. Consider the long-term consequences of sharing personal information online. What may seem insignificant now could have significant implications in the future. Err on the side of caution when in doubt. Don't underestimate the value of anonymity. In certain situations, it may be prudent to withhold identifying information to protect yourself from potential harm or discrimination. Remember that privacy is about autonomy and self-determination. You have the right to decide what information you share and with whom. Don't let societal pressure or peer influence dictate your boundaries. Seek guidance from trusted sources such as privacy experts or reputable organizations to learn best practices for safeguarding your personal information. Knowledge is power when it comes to protecting your privacy. Embrace the mantra, when in doubt, leave it out. If you're unsure whether to share certain information, err on the side of caution and keep it private. Trust your instincts and prioritize your well-being. Practice digital hygiene by regularly updating passwords, reviewing privacy policies, and being mindful of the permissions you grant to apps and websites. These small actions can go a long way in protecting your online privacy. Ultimately, guarding your personal information is an ongoing practice rooted in mindfulness and self-awareness. By treating your personal information with care and respect, you can navigate the digital world with confidence and integrity. Secret 6. Protecting your inner peace. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to get caught up in the noise, the drama, and the chaos. Yet, amidst it all, there's a sanctuary within us, our inner peace. This peace is precious, delicate, and often vulnerable to external influences. In Buddhism, protecting this inner peace is paramount as it directly impacts our well-being and spiritual growth. Imagine your mind as a serene pond reflecting the beauty of the surrounding landscape. Now, consider the impact of tossing pebbles into this pond, each disturbance causing ripples that disrupt the tranquility. Similarly, our inner peace can be disturbed by the intrusion of negative thoughts, emotions, or external stressors. To safeguard this inner tranquility, Buddhists emphasize the practice of mindfulness, being fully present in the moment without judgment or attachment. By cultivating awareness of our thoughts and feelings, we can identify sources of disturbance and choose how to respond rather than react impulsively. One way to protect our inner peace is by setting boundaries, establishing limits on what we allow into our mental and emotional space. Just as we lock our doors to keep unwanted visitors out of our homes, we can establish mental boundaries to protect ourselves from harmful influences. Self-care plays a crucial role in preserving our inner peace. Just as we nourish our bodies with healthy food and exercise, we must nourish our minds and souls with practices that promote well-being. This might include meditation, yoga, spending time in nature, or engaging in creative pursuits. Avoiding gossip and negative talk is another aspect of protecting our inner peace. When we engage in harmful speech, whether about ourselves or others, we create discord within our minds and disrupt the harmony of our inner world. Learning to let go is a fundamental teaching in Buddhism, and it's particularly relevant when it comes to protecting our inner peace. Holding on to grudges, resentments, or regrets only serves to weigh us down, preventing us from experiencing true freedom and joy. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to discontentment and strife. By cultivating an attitude of gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, fostering a sense of contentment and inner harmony. Practicing forgiveness is another way to maintain our inner peace. Holding on to anger or resentment towards others only poisons our own hearts and minds. By letting go of past hurts and embracing forgiveness, we free ourselves from the burden of negativity. Simplicity is key to finding peace in a world filled with distractions and demands. By simplifying our lives, reducing clutter, busyness, and unnecessary obligations, we create space for tranquility to flourish. Nurturing loving kindness towards ourselves and others is a cornerstone of Buddhist practice. By extending compassion and kindness to ourselves and those around us, we create an atmosphere of warmth and acceptance that fosters inner peace. Finally, it's essential to remember that protecting our inner peace is an ongoing practice, a journey rather than a destination. It requires patience, perseverance, and a commitment to prioritizing our well-being amidst life's challenges and distractions. As we continue on this journey, may we cultivate a deep and abiding sense of inner peace, a sanctuary within us that remains unshaken amidst the storms of life. And may we share the fruits of this peace with all beings, spreading kindness, compassion, and harmony wherever we go. Secret 7. Respecting boundaries of others. Have you ever felt uncomfortable when someone invaded your personal space? Maybe it was a friend who shared too much about your private conversations or a colleague who pried into your personal life. Just as you value your own boundaries, it's essential to respect the boundaries of others. In Buddhism, this principle of respecting personal space and privacy is deeply ingrained. Imagine you're at a gathering and you notice someone looking uneasy. Perhaps they're avoiding eye contact or subtly shifting away from a conversation. These signs indicate that they may not be comfortable with the current topic or the level of intimacy in the discussion. In such moments, it's crucial to tune into these cues and adjust your behavior accordingly. Respecting boundaries doesn't just apply to physical space, it extends to emotional and mental realms as well. It means refraining from prying into someone's personal affairs or pressuring them to share more than they're willing to. Instead, it involves creating a safe and supportive environment where individuals feel empowered to share at their own pace. Think of boundaries as invisible lines that define each person's comfort zone. Crossing these lines without permission can lead to discomfort and strain in relationships. By respecting these boundaries, you demonstrate empathy, trust, and consideration for the other person's feelings. In Buddhist teachings, the concept of metta or loving kindness emphasizes the importance of treating others with compassion and understanding. When you respect someone's boundaries, you're showing them kindness and acknowledging their autonomy as an individual. Respecting boundaries also means refraining from gossip or spreading rumors about others. In Buddhism, idle chatter is discouraged as it can harm relationships and sow seeds of discord. Instead, focus on uplifting and positive conversations that foster mutual respect and understanding. It's essential to remember that boundaries may vary from person to person and situation to situation. What feels comfortable for one individual may not be the same for another. By being mindful and sensitive to these differences, you can navigate social interactions with grace and respect. Communication plays a vital role in honoring boundaries. If you're unsure about someone's comfort level or boundaries, don't hesitate to ask politely. Respectfully inquire if they're open to discussing certain topics or if they prefer privacy on certain matters. In today's digital age, respecting boundaries also extends to online interactions. Think twice before sharing someone else's personal information or tagging them in posts without their consent. Just as you value your online privacy, respect the digital boundaries of others. Boundaries aren't meant to create barriers, they're meant to foster healthy relationships built on mutual trust and respect. By honoring each other's boundaries, we create space for authentic connections and meaningful interactions. In summary, respecting the boundaries of others is an essential aspect of Buddhist teachings and interpersonal relationships. It involves being mindful of physical, emotional, and digital boundaries and communicating with empathy and understanding. By practicing respect and sensitivity, we cultivate harmonious connections and nurture a culture of mutual respect and kindness. Secret 8. Balancing transparency and privacy. In the journey of life, finding the balance between transparency and privacy is crucial. Transparency allows us to connect authentically with others, while privacy safeguards our personal boundaries and inner peace. In Buddhism, this balance is emphasized through the practice of mindfulness in communication. Understanding transparency involves being open and honest about our thoughts, feelings, and actions. It fosters trust and deepens relationships as it allows others to know us genuinely. Respecting personal boundaries. At the same time, respecting personal boundaries means recognizing when it's appropriate to withhold certain information to protect oneself or others. Being selective in sharing. In Buddhist teachings, individuals are encouraged to be discerning about what they share, considering the impact it may have on themselves and those around them. Avoiding harm. The principle of non-harm or ahimsa guides Buddhists to refrain from actions or speech that may cause harm or suffering to others, including through the disclosure of sensitive information. Practicing mindful communication. Mindful communication involves being present and aware of our intentions and the impact of our words on others. Reflecting before speaking. Before sharing personal information, it's essential to pause and reflect on whether it aligns with our values and intentions. Respecting confidentiality. Honoring confidentiality is vital in maintaining trust and integrity in relationships. It involves keeping entrusted information private unless there's a compelling reason to share it. Fostering trust. When others confide in us, respecting their confidentiality builds trust and strengthens the bond between individuals. Setting clear boundaries. Establishing clear boundaries helps to delineate what information is appropriate to share and what should remain private. Understanding the impact of sharing. Being mindful of the potential consequences of sharing personal information allows us to make informed decisions about disclosure. Maintaining inner peace. Guarding our privacy preserves our inner peace and protects us from unnecessary stress or conflict that may arise from oversharing. Finding comfort in silence. Embracing moments of silence and solitude provides space for introspection and self-reflection, fostering a deeper connection with oneself. Respecting others' privacy. Just as we value our own privacy, it's essential to respect the privacy of others, refraining from prying or intrusive behavior. Building healthy relationships. Balancing transparency and privacy cultivates healthy, respectful relationships built on trust and mutual understanding. Creating safe spaces. By honoring personal boundaries and confidentiality, we create safe spaces where individuals feel respected and valued. Embracing vulnerability. While transparency involves being vulnerable and authentic, it's essential to discern when and with whom to share our vulnerabilities. Seeking guidance in navigating the balance between transparency and privacy. Seeking guidance from trusted mentors or spiritual leaders can offer valuable insights. Practicing self-compassion, being gentle with ourselves in moments of uncertainty or vulnerability allows us to navigate the complexities of interpersonal dynamics with kindness and understanding. Continual reflection and adjustment. Finding the right balance between transparency and privacy is an ongoing process that requires continual reflection and adjustment as we grow and evolve. Embracing the middle way. Ultimately, in Buddhism, finding the middle way between transparency and privacy leads to harmony within ourselves and in our relationships with others. Secret 9. Mindfulness in communication. Communication forms the backbone of human interaction, a vital link that connects individuals in profound ways. In Buddhism, communication isn't just about words, it encompasses thoughts, gestures, and intentions. Cultivating mindfulness in communication is akin to nurturing a delicate flower. It requires patience, care, and attention. Mindful communication starts with self-awareness. Before uttering a single word, pause and reflect on your thoughts and emotions. Are they rooted in kindness and understanding? Pay close attention to your body language. Nonverbal cues often convey more than words themselves. Maintain open posture and gentle eye contact, reflecting sincerity and receptiveness. Listen attentively not just to the words being spoken, but also to the underlying emotions and needs. Practice active listening, showing genuine interest in what others have to say. Before responding, take a moment to contemplate your words. Will they uplift and inspire, or cause harm and discord? Choose your words mindfully with compassion and empathy. Speak with clarity and intention, avoiding unnecessary complexity or ambiguity. Let your words be a beacon of truth and wisdom, guiding others towards understanding and harmony. Practice restraint in speech, knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. Silence can often convey more profound truths than a torrent of words. Be mindful of the impact your words may have on others. Use your speech to uplift and empower, fostering connection and healing. Embrace humility and openness in communication. Be willing to acknowledge your mistakes and learn from them, fostering growth and resilience. Cultivate patience and tolerance, especially in moments of disagreement or conflict. Approach communication with a spirit of curiosity and mutual respect. Foster a culture of inclusivity and diversity in your communication. Celebrate differences and honor the unique perspectives each individual brings to the conversation. Practice forgiveness and reconciliation in communication. Let go of grudges and resentments, embracing the power of forgiveness to heal wounds and restore harmony. Recognize the interconnected nature of communication. Every word spoken has ripple effects, shaping the fabric of our relationships and communities. Be mindful of the tone and energy behind your words. Infuse your communication with warmth and sincerity, nurturing a sense of trust and authenticity. Strive for clarity and conciseness in your communication. Avoid unnecessary verbosity or ambiguity, ensuring your message is conveyed with precision and clarity. Practice gratitude in communication, expressing appreciation for the presence and contributions of others. Let your words be a source of encouragement and affirmation. Be mindful of your intentions in communication. Are your words motivated by genuine compassion and goodwill, or by ego and self-interest? Embrace vulnerability in communication, allowing yourself to be authentic and transparent. Share your thoughts and feelings with sincerity and courage. Practice equanimity in communication, maintaining a balanced and steady presence amidst the ebb and flow of conversation. Reflect on the impermanent nature of communication. Words spoken today may fade into oblivion tomorrow, but their impact echoes through eternity. Ultimately, cultivate mindfulness in communication as a path to deeper connection, understanding, and love. Let your words be a reflection of the wisdom and compassion that reside within your heart. Secret 10. Nurturing trust in relationships. Building trust is like tending to a delicate garden. It requires patience, care, and constant attention. In Buddhism, trust is not just about relying on others, it's also about being trustworthy ourselves. Here are some simple yet powerful ways to nurture trust in your relationships. Honest communication. Open and honest communication forms the bedrock of trust. Speak truthfully and respectfully to others and encourage them to do the same. Active listening. Truly listening to others shows that you value their thoughts and feelings. Practice active listening by giving your full attention, maintaining eye contact, and avoiding distractions. Empathy. Put yourself in the shoes of others to understand their perspectives and emotions. Empathy builds connection and fosters trust by showing that you care about their experiences. Consistency. Consistency in words and actions breeds trust. Keep your promises, follow through on commitments, and be reliable in your interactions. Respect for boundaries. Respect the boundaries of others and communicate your own boundaries clearly. This demonstrates respect and creates a safe space for trust to flourish. Vulnerability. Being vulnerable with others can deepen bonds and strengthen trust. Share your thoughts, fears, and aspirations openly, inviting others to do the same. Forgiveness. Mistakes are inevitable in any relationship. Practice forgiveness and let go of resentment to rebuild trust after conflicts or betrayals. Transparency. Be transparent in your intentions and actions. Hidden agendas erode trust, while transparency fosters authenticity and integrity. Support and encouragement. Offer support and encouragement to others in their endeavors. Showing that you believe in them strengthens trust and cultivates mutual respect. Non-judgment. Suspend judgment and approach others with an open mind and heart. Acceptance and non-judgment create an environment where trust can thrive. Gratitude. Express gratitude for the presence and contributions of others in your life. Gratitude fosters appreciation and reinforces the bonds of trust. Shared experiences. Engage in shared experiences and create memories together. Shared laughter, challenges, and triumphs deepen connections and build trust. Boundaries. Establish clear boundaries in your relationships, respecting both your own boundaries and those of others. Boundaries provide a sense of safety and security, fostering trust. Authenticity. Be true to yourself and encourage authenticity in others. Authenticity builds trust by creating a genuine connection based on honesty and sincerity. Conflict resolution. Handle conflicts constructively, seeking resolution through dialogue and compromise. Resolving conflicts respectfully strengthens trust and promotes understanding. Patience. Trust takes time to develop and cannot be rushed. Be patient and allow relationships to grow organically, nurturing trust through shared experiences and mutual respect. Flexibility. Be flexible and adaptable in your interactions with others. Flexibility allows for the ebb and flow of relationships, fostering resilience and deepening trust. Kindness. Practice kindness and compassion in your interactions with others. Acts of kindness create goodwill and strengthen bonds of trust and friendship. Integrity. Act with integrity and uphold your moral principles. Integrity builds trust by demonstrating reliability, honesty, and consistency in your words and actions. Appreciation. Show appreciation for the trust others place in you. Recognize and acknowledge the trust they extend, fostering a reciprocal exchange that strengthens relationships. Conclusion and recap. In wrapping up, remember that privacy is not just about keeping secrets, it's about honoring yourself and others. By respecting boundaries and understanding the value of personal space, we create a foundation for trust and harmony in our relationships. Let's recap the key points. Understanding privacy. Recognize the importance of privacy in Buddhism and how it contributes to our well-being. Personal space. Appreciate the need for time alone to recharge and reflect. Confidentiality. Uphold trust by keeping sensitive information private. Guarding information. Be mindful of what you share online and offline to protect your privacy. Inner peace. Cultivate a sense of inner peace by safeguarding your thoughts and emotions. Respect for others. Honor the privacy of others by respecting their boundaries and confidentiality. Balancing transparency. Find a balance between transparency and privacy in your interactions. Mindful communication. Practice mindfulness in your communication to foster understanding and connection. Building trust. Nurture trust in your relationships by maintaining confidentiality and respecting boundaries. Remember, by integrating these principles into our lives, we can create a space where trust, respect, and harmony thrive. Thank you for joining us on this journey toward understanding and embracing the value of privacy. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Wisdom Woven for more insightful content.